Every Friday, just to let our young leaders know, we get together and we celebrate our employees of the week and our Friday's heroes, and sometimes our good Samaritans in our community. And it's our chance to tell the community that we serve what it is that we're doing with our tax dollars, but also a chance for us to tell our community just how wonderful our employees are. We have over 6,000 employees in the city of Albuquerque. That's a lot, right? Yeah, you just saw the face. Yeah, that's what I said when I first got elected. They go out every day and they just do cool stuff. And they do great things to make our lives better. So this is our chance to celebrate. So we're going to start with our employees of the week. Let's bring up Dylan, Cameron, Nicole, and Valerie. They're all here. Come on up, Barbara, and join us. Come over this way. This team these are our employees of the week, and they're all, as you can tell from Barbara Taylor being here from Parks and Recreation, they went above and beyond to create a memorable experience for Kyle Dodd, who is with us here today with his 5th grade class. They are from what school?
North Star Elementary.
All right, and who's your principal?
Miss Misty Smith.
That's right, Misty. I guess Smith is her principal. And who's your teacher?
Miss Alona.
All right, thank you everybody for being here today. On Wednesday, September 7th, the staff brought the city's outdoor climbing wall to North Star Elementary School. If you haven't seen the climbing wall, it's a very cool thing. One of the students, Kyle Dodd, was not immediately able to enjoy the activity like the rest of his class. Kyle's teacher asked the team if there was any way the boy could be included in the activity. The staff put a harness on Kyle and clipped him into the automatic belay system. That's a rock climbing term for don't fall off the wall with a rope. So the staff put the harness on. Dylan stood at the bottom of the wall while Cameron climbed up with Kyle. And then Cameron asked if Kyle would like to hold on to the rocks, and he climbed next to Kyle while putting him up the wall on the rope. And after they reached the top of the climbing wall, Cameron pulled Kyle back off the wall, and automatically the belay system brought him down. You see when the kids jump off the wall, the rope lets them down slowly, where Valerie and Nicole and Dylan caught him. That sounds like he was moving fast when you say caught him. So Kyle's classmates, who are here with us today, cheered him on for his effort and his adventurous spirit and his willingness and his want to climb the rock wall, and that's awesome. They did that, and Kyle's here, and we'll introduce him here in just a minute. But for these reasons, our folks here, for all these reasons, actually everybody helped make Kyle's day. And Kyle is over here. Where did Kyle go? And I want to say, sir, that I appreciate your leadership. The fact that you would want to get up there and do this rock wall, like with all your classmates, that's what leadership looks like. And we appreciate it. And we appreciate your courage, and we appreciate your classmates and all that you do. As adults, a lot of times, and I'll talk about this a little bit later today, sometimes we think we got it figured out. And most of the time we don't. And we need to look to young leaders in our community to show us the way. So thanks, my friend. I appreciate you doing that. So I'm going to introduce Barbara Taylor to talk about it here just a little bit, and then we'll hand out the awards.
The very first thing I would like to do today is say a big thank you to the mayor for this fabulous program that recognizes our employees. I'm just a little biased as I'm the Parks and Rec Director, but I think our adventure leaders are unsung heroes. They're out in the community, they're young people, and they're out in the community working with kids, teaching them that one more step. The climbing wall is a lot of fun, it's a challenge, and it can be a little scary. And they're out there saying, one more step, you can do one more step, you can get to the top. So I think they're fabulous young people. We're honoring Cameron and Nicole and Valerie and Dylan today because of their dignified and sensitive work with Kyle. So we're singling them out, but I do want you to think about all of our adventure leaders who are out doing this every day. And the last thing I want to say is we hear too many stories about young people behaving badly. So the next time you hear a story like that, I want you to think about these young people and these young people. They represent most of the young people in our community and our future, and I'm sure proud of them.
So, thank you so much. Thank you. So for each of our employees of the week, what we do is we give them a certificate that says Employee of the Week, and it says, on behalf of the entire city of Albuquerque, I, Richard Berry, Mayor of Albuquerque, thank you for your public service and your dedication. Your actions exceeded the call of duty and went beyond normal expectations. And for the entire week of October 17th, 2016, you are entitled to all privileges set forth by the office of the mayor as Employee of the Week. So we have parking spaces, and they get to do special things, park a little closer. And then we also give our Employees of the Week a mug to keep themselves caffeinated, so that they can always have lots of energy while they're out there. So we'll have one for each, but I'll hand this one to you, and then we'll get one to each of you today. So thanks for all that you do. And when I get a chance to go out as a mayor and see these great events around the city with the climbing wall and everything, it's a cool deal. So it's a way to go. And I want to do, we didn't plan on this, but Kyle's here with us today. And I want to just, once again, Kyle, we give out, I asked Rand, do you have one? Okay, so let me talk to Kyle here for a minute. So Kyle Dodd, we normally do a Friday's Heroes Award today with our police officers and our firefighters for doing heroic actions in our community. And I sent my staff, I didn't plan on this, but I sent my staff to get our award for our Friday's Hero today, and that's going to be you, sir, for your dedication and your courage. So as soon as that medal gets down here, I'd like to present that to you. So thanks a lot. Appreciate you. So we're going to move on to a Good Samaritans Award today. Are our students going to stay here for this too, or not? I mean, you really improve the scenery while you're here, so why don't you just stay here? Can you all stay here for just a while? I just feel good having you stand there. So let's bring up Elaine Beechler and Kenny Greer from High Point Sports and Wellness. And we're going to talk about a Good Samaritan Award. And then we're going to kick off a very special initiative on kindness. And so I really want you here for that as well. So, how are you?
Good. How are you today?
Good to see you.
Nice to see you. Thank you.
Nice to see you. I know your boss came down too. One of your bosses, we rode in the elevator together. So occasionally, yeah, come on up. You're welcome to join us. Occasionally we give Good Samaritan Awards as well. And it's just our opportunity to thank people in our community that have done something wonderful for somebody else. And today we have Elaine Beechler and Kenny Greer. These High Point Sports and Wellness employees jumped into action and saved the life of a prominent community member when he suddenly fell into cardiac arrest. And that person is Dr. David Peercy, and he is the president of the APS School Board. And I'm looking around, I don't believe he was able to make, is he? He wasn't able to be here today. So Dr. Peercy was playing handball at High Point when he collapsed on the court and had a cardiac arrest. And that means his heart stopped. Yeah. I know this, but his handball partner called for assistance from the sports and wellness staff, and Elaine and Kenny responded immediately and efficiently. Now, we talk a lot about these AEDs in our community. These are those devices. They're battery operated. They fit on the wall. We have them at the airport. They have them a lot of the sports clubs. We have them around the community, and they're defibrillators. They're automatic external defibrillators. And they use that to shock Dr. Peercy's heart back into a normal rhythm. And as you know, as a community member, these AEDs are very simple to use. They have instructions on them. Anybody in the community can use these. You have the right as a citizen to use this. We have Good Samaritan laws in New Mexico to protect you in case it doesn't go well. The point is you're trying to be a good Samaritan. So they monitored Dr. Peercy's condition and just arrived to transport him to a local cardiac care facility. Dr. Peercy's doctors say the staff members were quick and efficient and that their actions were essential in saving his life. As he was unable to join us today, but he sent me some remarks that I would like to share. So these are his words. Elaine and Kenny already know how much I appreciate their exceptional and professional response to my cardiac arrest incident. Thanks also to Richard Bowman, is it Bowman or Bowman? Bowman, APS Instructional Strategic Project Manager, for attending on my behalf. I would like to emphasize the importance of every organization and individual to be trained in CPR assistance and how to use an AED device. All of our APS schools have this important training. He goes on to say, I was one of the approximately 10% of lucky people in New Mexico to survive a cardiac incident. So think about that. 9 out of 10 times people don't make it. We know with proper training, and we know with these AEDs that we can take that number way, way up, and we need to do that. He goes on to say more could be saved with the training and expertise provided by Elaine and Kenny. Thanks to the City of Albuquerque for establishing the Good Samaritan Award Program and launching the ABQ Kindness app that I will talk about next to recognize exceptional acts of kindness. A special shout out to Elaine and Kenny. Clearly, you saved my life. Thank you from the bottom of my surgically repaired heart, he says there. So really, minutes really do matter when it comes to these kinds of things. And so I just want to thank you both for, number one, being trained. But that's a scary moment, right?
Yeah.
And we were talking earlier that this is not an uncommon thing sometimes in gyms and other places. So the fact that you're willing, this company is willing to invest in these AEDs, thank you for doing that. Thanks for providing the training. There is training in our community through the American Red Cross. You can take CPR training. They have new CPR training now where you can learn it in 45 minutes. There's no breaths anymore. They call it staying alive. It's all hands-on. There's no breathing anymore, so it's much, much less complicated. Dr. Ramo does a great job promoting Project Heart Start. There's all kinds of ways you can, in our community, go out and train yourself so that you can save a community member or a family member. And these two Good Samaritans show that we can do exactly that. So we have an award. Also involves caffeine and coffee cups. I'll give you one, and we'll distribute them here in just a minute. But this is the Good Samaritan Award, and this one is for Elaine. And it says, on behalf of the entire city of Albuquerque, I, Richard J. Berry, Mayor of Albuquerque, thank you for your public service and your dedication. Your actions have touched the lives of Albuquerque citizens, and we are all very grateful for your generosity and your consideration. So thank you so much, and let's give these two Good Samaritans a big round of applause. Thank you so much. So Kyle, come on up. I got the coin, brother. So what we do with this, so this is normally only given to police and firefighters, and it's for courageous action. And it says police, fire, and emergency management on it. And on the other side, it says Mayor's Public Service Heroes Award. So this is what we call Friday's Heroes. And for your courage and your leadership and your dedication, just to show us what courage looks like, I would like to present this to today as our Friday's Hero. So congratulations to you.